heart of your system.
Hello, Bryony here from Kit Guru, and I'm here at the Case King stand in Cologne 2018, and I'm here with Ali on the Case King stand, and he has created some really incredible modded PCs. So do you want to start off by telling me a little bit about this one?
Yeah, well, this is called Spartacus, the mod of the arena. There was a series in television about Spartacus, and it was called Gods of the Arena. So I rhymed it and said mod of the arena. It's a theme which I wanted to make for quite a long time, actually, because I admire the story of Spartacus and everything that happened to him, which is, let's say, 80% true. And yeah, and this is the very crazy result. It was a hell of a ride. 6 months of work, and I'm still not finished. And every little feature which you see has got something to do with either Spartacus or with Batiatus, you know, who he was working for, or he was a gladiator at. And of course the Roman Empire, which did their share to you know, put him into the history books. Yeah.
So your PCs are more sort of like artwork, as opposed to, they've got components in there somewhere, but most of it is just sort of like an amazing sculpture. What's the longest amount of time that you spent building a PC?
The longest, well, usually I'd say an average is about 400 to 600 hours, depending on the theme, of course, because sometimes you have electromechanical parts like the monitor lifter or something. But the worst case was, as you may recall, in 2012 they said the world's going to end and we've got a front row seat again, and so I had to make a mod called the Armageddon, which is really the sum of all fears, and it's standing behind you. It's a desk which took me 2,500 hours. Over 4 years.
2,500 hours.
2,000 hours, yeah. So that was really a modding odyssey, yeah. But then, of course, over 4 years, you have so many new ideas which I could integrate into it, which was a blessing in disguise that it took so long. Because now it is fully foldable. I can fold the legs in, put the flap down, sync the monitors, which I can do now, and then you can see. And then it actually fits through any door. The door can be 60 centimeters wide, it would still fit through. And it's all with just a flicking of a few switches and things like this. It's got a lot of hidden features as well, which you can't see. Yeah, I'll press a few buttons and you'll see what I mean.
So how much would something like this cost to make?
Well, it's hard to, you know, put a number to it, because, like I said, it always depends on all the features, and it depends on electromechanics or not. The hardware is, let's say, the cheapest part of it. The rest, it's all about how many hours do I invest in it. And seeing as they're all very unique, but fully upgradable computers, that sort of pushes the price up. But for somebody who really wants something special and a one-time mod, then that's the way to go, actually.
So if we head round and take a look at some of these ones over here. So what is this one here? And is something like this available to purchase?
Well, you can actually buy them, of course. Everything, I'm just showing with these extreme themes what's possible, because it's just like on the catwalk, you know, if you see some of the clothes, you can't find them in the shops, but it shows what's possible with fashion. And so I'm doing the same thing. These are the models, and this one is all about I call it piracy and prophecy. It's a pirate that, you know, sees all our modern hardware and he looks at it and he depicts it as treasure, and so that's what this one's called. It's actually let's say a bit of a treasure chest, but it has a glass front because it's based upon a normal case, whether you believe it or not. There's actually a normal computer case in there, but with a glass front, so you want to see the hardware. It's not like Ragnar the Viking, where I hide the hardware. Here it's all a showcase for the hardware. And the bottles, the glass bottles in the back, are actually pumping a rum-colored water through the whole case. I mean, yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, right? So that was very important, that I get that essence of the pirate, everything that we know from piracy, into this case. But I like the fusion between functionality and the artistic touch, just to show you can take modern hardware, but you can set it in scene.
It's absolutely incredible. So you're going to be working with Case King, so people out there can actually start to get their hands on these incredible custom PCs. What sort of price point, if you had to put a number on one, do you reckon I'd be looking to pay for one of these incredible systems?
Yeah, you don't give up, do you? Well, let's say, depending, I can only give you a start price, and the limit, there is no limit. It would start somewhere like, say, 5,000 euros, but all the way up to 50.
The sky's the limit.
The sky is actually not the limit. We're pushing it all the time. Yeah, it really depends on, I mean, you've seen Armageddon. It's one hell of a odyssey of modding. But a standard case mod, like, well, I wouldn't call it standard, but something like this, where I take about 400 or 500 hours, it's the time actually and the uniqueness that you have to buy. So it could go up to 20, 30,000, something like that as well.
It's incredible though that these sort of systems are actually purchasable and you're providing a service via Case King when people actually get hold of these systems, because often people see them, they're like, oh, I really want that, but they don't have the skills to create it themselves, but they have the cash to get hold of it, and you're here to do that for them.
That's my job, yeah.
Okay, this has been Bryony for Kit Guru at the Case King stand with Ali here with his incredible modded systems. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more from Kit Guru, make sure to hit the subscribe button.